This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, May 31st. Hey, last day of meteorological spring. Cruising into summertime. Weather stays quiet here for a while. We are watching a broad disturbance down in the Gulf of Mexico. We'll take a look at that and much more as we go along. This is the upper air look early this morning. And there's a ridge north of us and a broad upper low that's over the Gulf. But the air fairly dry. Nothing happening on radar early this morning. That was the radar composite at the insane hour of 5 a.m. We note a few showers offshore south of Cape San Blas. Temperature's not as cool this morning. We've got readings mostly in the 60s. Birmingham, the warm spot at 70. That's the urban heat island effect, UHI. We're expecting highs in the mid-80s in most spots today, which is where we should be for this time of the year. There's a watch warning map across the nation this morning. Things are quiet. Got a chance of severe storms back in that same area today from West Texas up into the western Great Plains. Tomorrow, a marginal risk over the Texas Panhandle. And day 3, Friday, a risk over West Texas up into parts of west and southwest Kansas. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and again, just not a lot here. And it's a deal where just about every day we'll have a few little isolated pop-up, splash and dash, hit-and-miss showers around during the peak of the daytime heating process, but widespread rain, no. And you can see for a lot of places, rain amounts will be insignificant. Heavier totals to the south, and even there on the Gulf Coast, not a lot. And yes, there'll be a passing shower from time to time and maybe some thunder, but the Gulf system will stay to the south. In fact, let's take a look at the 2-day Hurricane Center outlook from NHC, and hurricane season begins tomorrow. And you can see there's only a 10% chance of that feature becoming a depression or storm over the next 2 days. And this is not really a classic tropical system. There's a cold core upper low and a little surface reflection here. And the bulk of the showers with that feature are east of the trough over the Florida Peninsula, not the Panhandle. And over the next 7 days, the Hurricane Center giving this a 20% chance of becoming a depression or storm as it moves east toward the peninsula and into the South Atlantic. And the overall conditions really don't favor this thing to develop. And again, if you've got a beach trip to Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Fort Morgan, Pensacola Beach, Destin, Fort Walton, Panama City, Cape San Blas, the effect of this thing will be mainly south of there. Weather basically looks fine for the central Gulf Coast over the next 7 days. And again, yes, there certainly could be a shower storm from time to time, but that's just what you expect this time of the year. Model fans, let's go. Here's the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 4. You can see that upper low that's over the Gulf. And again, a little surface reflection down there. And around here, just classic late May weather. A little warmer today with mid-80s, partly sunny, and a few isolated showers. This is the high-res HER valid this evening at 6 o'clock, and it looks like the radar might have a case of the measles. And we stress the radar will not look exactly like that, but that's the idea. Just small, isolated showers from about 2 until 8 o'clock. And that's going to be the theme for a while. This is tomorrow, and this is Friday. Highs getting up into the upper 80s, partly sunny, showers few and far between. And that's the theme for the weekend. This is Saturday, and this is Sunday. Looks pretty dry on these runs. But again, we'll mention isolated afternoon showers, partly sunny days, fair nights, highs pretty close to 90. It's going to feel much more like summer this weekend. We won't have that cool setup like we had for Memorial Day. Monday, isolated showers. Tuesday, not much there. And a week from today, Wednesday, the 7th of June, got broad troughing over the eastern states. And once again, that looks awfully dry. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, the 9th, and we've still got broad troughing over the east. And again, evidence of front might try and come through here with a little lower humidity toward the end of next week. But When it comes to those things, we always believe it when we see it in summertime. We don't get a lot of surface boundaries through this time of the year. So the bottom line is we're just going to broad brush the forecast with partly sunny days, fair nights, and a few isolated afternoon showers around, with temperatures pretty close to average. This is rain for Birmingham off the European Ensemble between now and the 15th of June. You're looking for the green line, and the numbers are coming up a little bit toward mid-June. The mean between 1 and 2 inches here. Temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models for Birmingham. Mid-80s today and tomorrow. Then it's got 92 Saturday and Sunday, and I do think we'll be close to 90 over the weekend, and pretty much the same idea next week. Highs 87 to 90. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for June 7th through June 13th. And temperatures pretty close to average around here, maybe a little above, if this verifies. So, the socials were going crazy last night about 10 o'clock. About the time our local news started at 10 o'clock, everybody's sending me these videos here, thinking we've got aliens, space junk, comets, meteors. I saw many different possibilities in the comments, but this was obvious what it was. This was the SpaceX capsule coming back in for splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico, which was just south of Panama City Beach. And as they do, this created a big sonic boom that was heard all up and down the Gulf Coast, South Alabama, and that was kind of a cool sight to see. If you knew what it was, a lot of people didn't. But again, those videos are just awesome. And again, this one here, this video was taken down in Baldwin County, pretty close to the Gulf Coast. That was last night about 10 o'clock. I'm telling you, sometimes you got to look up. In this day and age, we sit there and stare at the phones and the tweeter and the stuff all day. But sometimes you got to look up. You're going to see some cool stuff like that. A couple of quick sunset shots last night. You send me a cow picture with a sunset, somehow that just always makes it to these videos. And, I've been showing a lot of beach pictures lately, but, some people like the mountains for a vacation trip. That was taken up at Pigeon Forge last night. Just an absolutely gorgeous sunset. So we got a book signing Saturday in Athens, Limestone County, Alabama's great Tennessee Valley. It's 10 to 2. I'll post the details. It's at a coffee shop up there. But if you're in the Valley, Athens, Decatur, Ardmore, Elkmont, Madison, come over and see us. We have a lot of fun at these things. All the weather shirts and stuff there. We take a lot of pictures, and I get to hear some really good weather stories. People like to talk about their experiences. So come see us. We'll be in Athens Saturday from 10 until 2. And again, I'll post specific locations on the social platforms again later this morning if you missed it yesterday. We have notes on our blog, alabamawx.com. If you're a noob here, we stream these live. We simulcast on YouTube and Facebook every morning about 5:15 Central, every afternoon about 2:45 Central, but we know that most of you watch later, which is cool. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.